Good afternoon and welcome to the Pompey Observatory. We are... Why is there an echo? Attempting to catch... Okay, let's see. I see a problem. Okay, gone. Attempting to capture the International Space Station during daylight. Hello, Mike. Hi, Gina. We're setting ourselves up for a fun afternoon. We have two passes of the International Space Station. One around 7, actually 6:53, and one at 8:30, both in daylight, and in both cases we don't have the luxury of plate solving, so we're going to try to see how good we can get. We are connected, we think. There's the telescope. It is on Arcturus. So we need to advance it. We don't have much time. Okay, let us stop this. Don't know how close to the north we can get. It's not a high pass. There is ISS. I don't want to get too close to the meridian lest we find ourselves with the meridian flip. So 6:56 is too close. Let me get 20 seconds in. La 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 la. That will be 12 degrees azimuth, 19 degrees altitude. We're gonna try. We may or may not get it. We'll see. In the meantime, I am using the Celestron Edge HD 11-inch. So this one seems to be all right. Before we commit it, I'm going to try to hop around a few stars and make sure we can get them. This was Arcturus. How bright is Alphega? Not bright enough. Let's see. Neckar. Nope. Eltanine. Maybe. Let's go. What are we looking into? Why is it orange? Too low. Okay. How high is this target? 17 degrees. Okay. Eldoramine is only 15 degrees. Let's see if we can get to it. No. Dylan, I was not aware of the HTVX1 pass. I will look into it momentarily. I'm focused now on trying to get the ISS first. No, not through the trees. I need to find a place where we are out of the trees. I don't have time to cut down trees now. We're down to only 12 minutes, so... .307, we're not seeing it. So here we're talking about I'm gonna see if I can go farther out. Right now we're looking for 20-degree altitude and 12-degree azimuth. Come on. This is where we need to be. Let's see if that gives us clear sky. This is doable. Okay, we have clear sky here. Okay, we found clear sky. For the 8 o'clock pass, 8:30 actually, we're gonna attempt to use Sky Tracker to track it, but for now we're just gonna, because of the low pass, we're gonna try to just capture it once. So, la 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 la. Starry night. ISS, we're gonna go there. We're gonna let it track. So this is where we're waiting for it. And there is ISS coming. Let's verify when it's gonna get there. (6:56:30). Okay, let me write it down. So we're going to start capturing at 56:20. Let's go back to real time and decide on capture parameters. One 2000s appears to be a bit too bright. One 4000. We'll see what gives us. We're going to go full screen for now. Dylan, I'm unable to find anything that talks about re-entry today for HTV-X1. Target date and time for re-entry, they say May 20th is the latest from the Japanese Aerospace Agency. Okay, now they're saying re-entry confirmed for May 26. I will see if I can find coordinates on it soon. We're going to attempt to capture at most 1 minute at 4,000 frames per second. Yeah, thanks, Dylan. Nine 9:30 p.m. our time or Erie time. The added challenge of capturing the International Space Station during daytime is we cannot plate solve. I want to see who has coordinates. All right, we're 2 minutes from ISS. One minute, we start capture. Ten seconds. No joy. I'm going to try one more time. I don't see it. Yeah, there it is. We got it. We got it. We got it second time round. I hope you saw it because I did. Zena, we tried and we succeeded. Let's see if we can extract the files now. That's what I call an aligned, nicely aligned telescope. Captures. So this is the one that should have it. Okay, that's not gonna play because it is it needs to be debayered. Okay. Debayering. I use pip to extract frames and to debayer. No. Yep. And we're going to tell it it is an ISS. And let us not do any cropping. And let's not do any centering, but reject those that do not have output option TIFF. Let's do it. Well, it says 22 frames. That is good. La 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 la. Celestron captures. Capture ISS. Pip. No. There it is. I'm going to step through them. Nothing to write home about, but it went straight through the middle. I don't know if there's any point in stacking these, but we got it. I'm going to ask Pip to center them, and we'll see if we can convince it to stack them. Processing options, center object, and enable cropping. Let's do it again. Yeah, I can see the shape. Uh-oh. Did not mean to close it. Input option, source file. Open. Yes. Okay. Processing. That's ISS. I want to make the output in AVI so I can stack it using astrosurface. Yeah, Mike, it was for some, well, we were hitting it at 4,000 seconds, 4,000 frames per second. There's another pass at 8:30. But in the meantime, I'm going to bring Seestar out and get the moon. The moon is staring at me. Yep, this is what I want to stack. Much too fast, okay. "22 frames, let's see if it'll stack them. Astrosurface. Files. Open AVI. It is RGB colors. Detect. Yep. We're going to stack all of them. "100% of the 22 frames. And alignment mode. Let's go with multi-point. 32. Can we go 24? No, okay. And stack. So that's what it gave us. Edit. Levels. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't see us getting much from this. Okay. Now time to clean up the hard drive and get it ready for the next capture. It is a 585 mic. The camera is the ASI. Before we leave this, I want to show you the captures that we got 2 weeks ago. That's what we got 2 weeks ago, and that's a single frame. Okay. This was at night 2 weeks ago. We had the luxury or the benefit of plate solving, which obviously we did not need today. Yeah, it was tricky. Obviously the solar panels are visible, but for some reason it was extremely bright in the center. So now that we have moved things to where they belong, delete. I have 2 hard drives, one very, very fast and one very, very large. So I do the capture on the fast hard drive. I have 32 megabytes of RAM, and most of the capturing is done in the RAM buffer. And then it moves to the fast hard drive. This gives me about a full minute of real-time capture if I need it. And when I'm done moving, this hard drive now should have 129 gigabytes. But stand by. There are 2 things I need to do. One is empty the recycle bin. Now we are 137 gigabytes, so that is good. And the second thing that I always do before a capture is to used to be known as defragment. These days it's known as optimize. It makes all the empty space on the hard drive contiguous. So copying from the RAM buffer onto the drive can be done at full speed. Now the question becomes, will it find the moon? where is the moon? Now, Mike, notice for the fun of it, we're going to Arcturus. And there is Arcturus. Doesn't get any more centered than that. Mike, don't know the should or should not, but I have noticed a difference in frame rate with and without the trim before a high-speed capture. So with that in mind, we should be able to find the moon. We're going to put a small telescope on the moon soon. It is up year-round in a SkyShed pod. The SkyShed pod is probably the best investment I've made outside of my telescopes. There is the moon. No, still on tripods, unfortunately. I have considered a pier, and I may or may not do one, but it is happy on the tripod, except when I trip on a tripod leg and yank it out of alignment, and then we start the whole process all over again. Now, let me show you an exercise that we do for the fun of it. And that is what I call a lunar flyover. Don't try that at home. So what we do here is we go to disable tracking, and we watch the moon go through. And if you pay close attention, you will see the Dollar General that's already there. I went with a heavy-duty tripod. I have the CGX mount. We'll be here, Gina. Have fun with Buddy. And this concludes our flyover of the moon. I was saying have fun with buddies, Zena. I'm going to take a short break to take care of my dogs, and I'll be right back. Before I leave, let me see if HTV-X1, if Starry Night has coordinates on it. Yes, we do. So Dylan is estimating 9:30 p.m. Let's see what we have here at 9:30 p.m. Okay. Okay, there it is at 9:30 p.m. We have a serious shot at it at 9:36. Dylan, are you still there? It's saying apparent magnitude 18. It's not giving us much hope in terms of brightness. We'll pay a visit and see if we can get it. It's not giving us much hope in terms of magnitude. Appears to be very dark. We'll come back to it. In the meantime, ISS. (8:30). It's starting from here. It crosses the meridian. Wow. That's going to be a reasonably good pass here. Show info. 5252. Azimuth and altitude. Not a bad deal. I'm going to try and see if we can track it. I'll be back. Let's see if we can get Sky Tracker to work this time. New version 1.9.7.c is available. We shall refrain from downloading the update now. And we'll see if we can get it to work as is. That's what the ISS is right now. We're going to catch it when it comes back up. We're using ASCOM CPWI. We're going to try for continuous tracking. Connect to mount. Okay, we are connected. We're going to try to see where the Chinese space station is right now. Okay. We just missed the Chinese space station pass. It's coming back up, south. Uh-oh. It's going to be very fast pass. Chinese space station is going to pass through the meridian at 8:55. And then dip at 9 o'clock. So we have Tiangong for 5 minutes. That'll be also worth tracking with the SkyTrack. Nothing is worthy of attempting to track at this point. There is ISS. And that is CSS John Hay. Both are going to go around the Earth and come back to visit us at between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. Tiangong is going to have another pass at 10:33. We'll try to get that one as well. The nighttime pass of the International Space Station is not going to be visible. I want to see if we can track it here. I know there is nothing to see, but just testing the tracking. It has stopped tracking. It's not tracking it. The program has crashed. Let's hope it did not mess up the alignment of my CPWI. Can you go back to Arcturus, please? And show it to me in the middle of the screen, please, please, please. Oh, goody. It's slightly out of focus, majorly out of focus. See if we can focus it just a bit. For some reason, my focuser is not focusing. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's much more like it. Okay. This is much better. Unfortunately, clouds are filling up the sky. As you can see from the sky cam. Well, you're looking at my cloud forecast. Sorry, Mike. Let me look at astrospheric. Varying clouds. They expect us to be totally covered right after midnight, but they're promising us reasonably good before then. The best time they say is between 8 and 9, but what we're looking at is not what the forecast is showing, unfortunately. So, as we say in French, je ne sais pas. But we do have 2 good passes of the Chinese space station we're going to try to get also in daytime. So 8:30 we have the ISS, and 8:55 we have CSS. We tried Skytrack and it crashed. M51 is a nice target. I got very nice results of S51 with Seestar, especially now with AI, the noise afterwards. The moon is shaking. Hello, Jeannie. We are doing well. You missed an exciting moment around 6:57. We captured the International Space Station during daytime, and we're going to try to capture it again at 8:30. No AI do noise in Seestar. It's built into Seestar. Yeah, while you're capturing, when you're done capturing, you just click on it, and it does a very, very good job processing the final image. Yeah, you just need to slide back. Ooh, I don't have my clock turned on. Let me turn on the clock. Voila, clock is on. Yeah, I have not attempted multiple nights on Seestar yet. Hello, Jacob. Jacob, we captured the ISS during broad daylight at 6:56, about an hour ago. And it's coming back in half an hour, so we're getting ready for it. Actually, we're going to have the ISS and then the CSS. The Skycam is showing clouds moving in on us. This is where we're going to attempt to get onto the Seestar at exactly 8:30. Sorry. International Space Station at 8:34. It will be 52 degrees up, 52 degrees left. So it'll be 52, 52 azimuth and altitude. That should be ideal for what we want done. For now, we're sitting on the moon for a little bit. This is close enough. Just want to verify that we have clear blue sky in that area. Yep, just clouds. Okay, that's gonna put a crimp in our plan. I don't know how we can pick a clear part of the sky. I don't think we can. So Jacob, while you're here, let me show you what we did. Let's go full screen on this guy. And pull up. Captures. Date. Today. ISS. This is what we got. Nothing to write home about. That is if we try to center it. And if we look at the original pictures, you can see it coming down. We hit it 22 times at 4,000ths of a second. Good night, Mike. Thanks for joining us. So we're going to drop down to 1/2000ths. No. Okay, that's more like it. Looks like there is a star there. What star is this? I doubt that we are seeing a magnitude 5 during daytime. Alpha maybe 2.2. Yep, there it is. So the mount is aligned again, and it's able to find targets. So right now, the plan is to catch the ISS at 8:34, exactly half an hour. I mean, in theory, we could go earlier and try to get multiple passes. We can try 8:33:30. I don't want to get too close to the meridian, lest it flips on me. So if we look for 833.36, and then if we must we should be able to grab it again at 834.36. That's what we attempted earlier tonight or this afternoon. We hit it twice by moving manually. Don't know if we can see Polaris. Oh, it's gonna flip. Never mind. Vega should be doable. There is Vega. I'm going to try to add a point to the reference. Eltonin. I try to get a few points in the neighborhood of the upcoming pass. Hello, John. Yes, clouds. That's going to be the ultimate plan for tonight. We'll see what the clouds do to us. If they leave us in peace, then we can pick a few targets. Welcome back, Gina. Yesterday we had the premiere of a 15-minute documentary that my wife produced. If you have not had a chance to see it, I'm going to post the link here. It covers a decent part of our World War I history. Okay, where are we gonna catch it first? Okay, 8:33:40 is my final offer. We'll start capturing at 8:33:30. We're gonna go back to real time. And wait for the ISS to show up. Yes, John, that's the video. Private Emmett O. Preston. Sorry about your rough weekend, Jeannie. Yeah, I passed your comments on to her, Jeannie, and she felt gratified. And she says, thank you. Well, this was about 2 years worth of research, hindered by the fire at the National Archives that wiped out every record for a whole bunch of years. Military records were burned and gone forever. Fortunately, we found the granddaughter of his sister is still alive, and she had stuff that she gave us. And then cemetery records and find a grave, and we found quite a bit of stuff in Europe actually. Surprisingly, the Dutch and the French take very good care of US cemeteries there, and they have kept extremely good records, to the point where we found the paperwork on the ship that brought him back, confirming that he was indeed brought back. So lots of research, an incredible amount of data to sift through. Hello, Bill. You missed our first success in the International Space Station. We captured it at 6:56. We had a good pass. Now we're waiting for the second pass, which will be at 8:34:40. Sorry, what did we say? 8:33:40. And then the Chinese space station will be after it at 8:55. We're trying to see how long the weather is gonna allow us to stay on, because clouds have been in and out. Zena, in the credits at the end, it talks about the 325 video production company. It's a local professional video production. We provided all the material. My wife wrote the script in its entirety from beginning to end, and was extremely particular on how she wanted it done, and she got it done her way eventually. Yeah, we had about 150 people at church at the premiere yesterday, and she got a standing ovation, which she deserves. Yes, she narrated. I offered to be the voice of Emmett Preston, but she said I don't have a Fabius accent. So finding the right voice was a big challenge. I eventually found the right person. A 22-year-old local kid, and had him, he took 9 takes to get it right. Thank you, neighbor. N2NDF. We're 12 minutes from capture. So we do have time to pay a quick visit to the moon, and we'll be back before we lose the moon for the night. Something fishy. Is the moon past the edge of the dome? Yep, 166 azimuth is just past the edge. So you can find Arcturus quickly. Ah. Yep, there's Arcturus. So scope is still well aligned. Let's go back to Starry Night. Stop the clock. ISS shows up at 8:30. (8:33:40). Don't know why it's not giving me the full name. I'm going to slow there. Hello, Jeff. Bill, do you have any targets in mind once it gets dark here and we're done with the satellites? Thanks, Jeff. I already forwarded your comment to her. Yeah, this project was 2 years in the making. No worry about that, Jeannie. I know that, John. We're going to try to catch as much as we can before the clouds. ISS has cleared the horizon. As a reminder, this is a equatorial mount, so I avoid passing the meridian with it because I don't want it flipping. That's why we're going to wait for the International Space Station to clear the meridian, and then we'll try to catch it. For those who did not see it, we have a minute we can show you. This was the International Space Station an hour and a half ago. Hit it 22 times at 4 thousandths of a second. So we have 2 minutes. Better get to work. Let's make sure ISS, I'm gonna go 2000s. Why are we dark? That's a bit too dark for my liking. Okay, we may be hitting the telescope edge. We're gonna go, where is it? Try to catch it. (8:34:15). We're looking straight into clouds. Okay, I'm going to start capture. It's not looking good. There it is. We overexposed it by a lot. I'm gonna try to catch it again. 8:35:30. I tried using SkyTrack to track it, but the program crashed, so we're doing it manually. There it is. Okay, still overexposed. Okay, let's line up for the CSS. John Hay. John Hay is going to be coming at us from the west. And our best shot is going to be 2055. Let's see if it'll let us center on it. Okay, there it is. It's a bit too high. That's going to be descending on us. So we'll try to catch it here. .49 altitude, 115 azimuth should be good. We know that it's going to be a lot darker than the ISS. CSS. And it's 8:55:40. 41, okay. Good night, Gina, if we don't see you. Yeah, I like cold temperatures. Let's see what we captured. I use pip to debayer and to extract the images. It tells me that it has a Bayer pattern, and then I can ask it to treat it as International Space Station, processing. First time round, I do not center and I do not crop to see how many frames we got. John, I'm rebuilding the PVC igloo. I got the right cement today, and I'll be working on it as fast as I can to get it done. Don't know how soon. Okay, there it is. Definitely overexposed. This was the first pass. Let's look at the second one. John, I built the dish with the two feeds, but our weather has not been good to put it outside without cover. Wow, quite a few here. Again, 21. If you let your imagination loose, you might imagine seeing solar panels there. Now remember that we're hindered here by the inability to plate solve. It's close enough to being what we think it is. And I don't see any point in stacking these. So I'm going to move this out of the way and make room for the next capture. As many of you know, I have two hard drives on this computer, one smaller, very fast, and one larger, just a bit slower. So these files, the raw files that we captured, 23 seconds is 5 gigabytes, and 41 seconds is 9.5 gigabytes. Fills up quickly. Yes, Jacob, we have a nice pond in our backyard, and I have the window open because temperature shot up quickly. And now we're clear. Empty recycle bin. Oh, it doesn't have anything in it. Okay. Works for me. We have 137 gig available, so we're good. It should start coming up soon. It crosses the meridian at 8:55. And we will hit record shortly after that. And there she is, coming up. The Chinese space station has another good pass at 10:30. By then we'll be able to play it solved. You're welcome, Jeannie. Yeah, I use Pip to edit video. Remember, Pip will not handle audio at all. So if you're editing videos that have audio in them, Pip is not your go-to. Jeff, speaking of campsites, a police pulled over a guy driving to his campsite and asked the driver, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" The driver said, "No, officer." He said, "Your tail lights are missing." So the driver gets out, looks at the tail lights and starts screaming hysterically. The police officer says, "It's not such a big deal, it's a minor infraction." He said, "To you it might be a minor infraction. To me, I just lost a trailer, a wife, and 4 children in it." Okay, we are 3 minutes from crossing the meridian, and then when it gets on this side, waiting for it up here. Just for reference, Starry Night has been the most accurate in placing the International Space Station and the Chinese Space Station. Many times it disagrees with Stellarium. Actually, the two Stellarium, Stellarium Web and Stellarium App, always disagree about the when and the where of the ISS. And many times I've put multiple programs side by side, and I would have 4 programs and they'd give me 5 different answers. But Starry Night has been the most repeatable, most reliable in getting it right. So we'll see if it keeps that record tonight. We are 1 minute from capturing. We're going to start capturing about 10 seconds before it passes. 30 seconds to capture. There it is. We got it. Okay, Pip. ISS processing, no centering, no cropping first time round. Let's process it. Just as a reminder that the field of view is only 14 minutes, and we are shooting these without plate solving. Well, we had 15 frames. This is nice. This is nice. Yeah, slightly better exposure-wise than the ISS. Bill 1396 is not going to be a good target. I'm going to see if we have any comets worth looking at. I don't think we have any planets. We will do the 1394 and 1396 on a smaller telescope. J3 Atlas. It's going to be doable in about an hour. In the meantime, M57 is there. Okay, let's finish with the (2024) J3 at 10 o'clock. Schwarzman, Walkman. Hello, Mike. No, it's too far gone. Alright, let's get working deep sky for a bit. CSS is coming back at 1032. Let's make sure it is a good pass. It is a nice pass. Then 3232 will be a good place to catch it. We will come back to it. In the meantime, I'd like to take a look at 57. Now we're switching from 0.002 of a second to a lot more. Not that much. I don't see any stars. I don't see stars. Okay. John. Ladies and gentlemen, my sky is totally cloudy. I regret to inform you that this is going to be the end of this short webcast. I'm going to keep our fingers crossed. Tomorrow should be looking good. The atmospheric is abandoning us. Tomorrow is actually, every day this week is a possibility, with Thursday being the most promising right now. John, I can see the entire east, everything east of the meridian, from the north all the way to the south through the east. But for now, I'm going to wish you all a good night. Enjoy the rest of this sacred holiday, and hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow.